guys, Victoria here and welcome to the Geeky Sandbox. So we're gonna do a movie review, non-spoiler of course, over the movie Knives Out. Knives Out is a 2019 whodunit drama mystery film, think Clue, about a man who looks like he may have taken his life. His family is devastated, but someone suspects foul play, and that's where the story picks up. Knives Out was definitely one of those films that was not on my radar before, as the trailers just started popping up whenever I would go see other movies with Steven. And I remember when we first saw the trailer, I was like, we have to go see this. And I am so glad we saw this movie, guys. This movie was just like a hidden gem. Like, I shouldn't be surprised with all of the fantastic actors that were in it. I'm gonna give an umbrella statement about all the performers here. Amazing. They were all great. They worked well together. They fit in places where others lacked. All of them had their different strengths and weaknesses. All the characters were so different and they offered something different that you didn't know you needed. Like, you know, sometimes when you see films or even when you're writing, you kind of have two characters that are so similar that you can like mesh them together. I know I've seen movies like that where I'm like, okay, these two characters probably could have been the same person. I've done that in one of my scripts where I'm like, okay, there's no significant difference between these two characters. Every character had their role to play. Every character fit, not necessarily in a box in regard to like stereotypes or movie archetypes or anything like that, but they fit in a box of mystery and fun that you didn't know you needed. I can't stress that enough. In regards to the script flowed nicely. It didn't drag. The story was well thought out. There were some instances where I felt like maybe they could have like had a character make a different kind of choice, but I think that may fall more in line with an opinion versus like what makes sense script wise, because a character makes a certain decision and when you think about it, that's something that that character definitely would have done versus something that logically makes sense to maybe me or you. Definitely changed my mind, and kudos to them for definitely sticking to those character choices, doing things that these characters would do instead of doing something that would make the audience happy or something that would make sense scientifically or whatever. I like that they stuck to what made sense for these characters. I feel like there was never a moment where something felt like it was forced or something felt like it was super like obvious. Like, there were some moments where, like, taking a step back in regard to like movies where there's a mystery involved, you know, like it's fun to kind of guess what's gonna happen in your head, or you lean next to the person. Like Steven and I have that. We really were having such a good time watching the movie. We weren't even trying to guess who did what or how this like the character died. We weren't trying to do any of that, and I feel like that says a lot about the film. And even then we weren't able to properly guess the sequence of events based off of what we were shown, and I like that. I like a little surprise here and there, and yeah, I felt like there was never a moment where I was bored, and that's really good for movies where you kind of have a whodunit kind of thing, because with whodunit films you want it to be kind of action-packed or high energy, but you also need those very like kind of down, kind of chill moments where characters are talking, you're learning about the characters. And I felt like I knew a lot about these characters within that like short amount of time, which says a lot also, just because it also has something to do with those actors' performances. Like Toni Collette's character, I knew everything about her that I needed to know. I got a sense of her personality within the first 2 minutes of her being on screen because she's amazing. Even, who else am I thinking of? Michael Shannon was able to just understand his type like that. Daniel Craig understood him. Like, I feel like they did a really great job with casting, the script. Even the music was kind of like frumpy in a good way, like frumpy and kind of like the like Pink Panther, think something like that, where it's like very sneaky, but it's also very like rich and elegant and even a little arrogant. Like the music just fit this family, the setup, the types of characters. And one thing that was great about this movie too is it didn't take itself very seriously, but it was still able to tell a story that you weren't just like brushing off, if that makes any sense. So what do I give Knives Out? I give Knives Out 4.5 out of 5 geeks. But with that being said, should you go see Knives Out? please go see Knives Out. I know it's one of those movies where you're kind of like, if you're not into that type of mystery, you're kind of like, I don't really care to see it. But it's actually really good, and I feel like whether you see it now or whether you wait until it's on Netflix or you can get it on Hulu or online, stream it online or something like that, it's still definitely worth seeing. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like rating down below. And of course, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get more videos like this one. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!